All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have 9 o'clock. I'm going to call the criminal dockets. As for announcements from attorneys, anyone who's present who either does not have an attorney or your attorney is not here, let me know that you're here. Apart from that, please keep your electronic devices muted. State versus Robert Escamilla Jr.
Your Honor, he's in custody. Pardon me.
State versus Modesto Alvarez. Modesto Alvarez. No show. Andrew Sauceda. Andrew Sauceda. No show. Mark Wayne Pritchett.
Your Honor, this defendant is in a nursing facility. Mr. Shamsi is here. He's one of those defendants that we've had on the docket for a little while, and we originally had a deal worked out with him, but I'm not sure if the nursing facility was able to log on this morning. State's been made aware of that.
Judge, I haven't seen him on. I tried to contact his caretaker, and apparently the one who helped facilitate it broke her arm and had surgery, but we're trying to get him online. He just isn't answering his phone, but he has mild dementia, and that's the problem I'm having trying to get a hold of him, but I know he's at the nursing home, so I'm calling in, trying to see if they can send another nurse to his unit. But it's my understanding that once I get a letter that the case will be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, good.
And Your Honor, just one back. My computer was delaying. Andrew Sauceda should be in custody.
Okay. We'll check with Mr. Orta. Okay, Sean Dean Carver.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Michael Baird here from Mr. Carver. He is with us as well. I lost him. Sean, can you announce yourself for the court? Oh, I see him there now. He might not be able to hear me.
Okay, I see him. Thank you.
But he is present with us, Your Honor, and we will confer.
Robert Escamilla still in custody.
Yes, Your Honor.
On 2, I believe I saw him sign in.
Yes, Your Honor, we're, counsel says present, Your Honor. We're set for a plea today, Your Honor.
Is he present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Armando Esquivel? Armando Esquivel? No show. Destiny Moore?
Your Honor, Armando's in custody. Pardon me.
Yes, sir, and Mr. Shaughnessy is at the jail right now, and he will be on shortly.
Okay, excellent. Mr. Anders?
Yes, sir, and Destiny Moore has connected. She's labeled LG Stylo 5. Destiny,
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead,
here.
wait. There you go. Or say something.
Oh, I'm here.
All right, thank you. Frederick Sullivan?
I believe he's in custody, Judge. We'll confer.
What says the state?
Yes, Your Honor, he's in custody.
Same announcement on the next case, Judge.
Jamie or Jaime Lee Martinez? No show. Mark Anthony Galvan?
Judge, counsel is present. I'm texting him right now, trying to get him on. So if you could recall, but I would expect him to log on here within 10, 15 minutes.
No show. Michelle Garcia?
John Lamberson for the defendant, Judge. She's present. We're going to ask to reset for plea if March 17th is available for the court for plea.
Okay, you find that out from Miss Poppy.
Yes, Judge.
That date is
And-
full, and I'm in the middle of posting dates. I'm sorry, not there yet.
I'm gonna
Got
make
it.
Miss Poppy the host. Okay, and all right, is Michelle Garcia on under Michelle Garcia?
She is, Judge. Ms. Garcia, if you can unmute and announce for the court.
There she is. Okay, that person didn't have a name a minute ago. All right, I'll mark you present. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rodriguez? Mr. Barrera?
I'm here, Judge. Thank you. I'm announcing for Mr. Barrera. He had a meeting in Frio County, but Mr. Rodriguez is online and we are going to be asking for the next reset.
Ronald Velcher?
I'm present. Present. Excuse me, Your Honor, it's David Wilkerson, present for Mr. Voucher, and he's in attendance right over my shoulder. Ronald, if you'll
Oh,
just-
okay, he's there with you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All righty, I'll mark him present.
Thank you. And we'd like to be able to speak to Mr. Lamb when appropriate.
Okay, Ms. Poppy is the host. She'll be doing the breakout rooms. Christopher Rodriguez?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I believe that was a add-on perhaps, but I think that belongs to us and he is in custody. I'm checking with our office right now.
All right. Okay, Roseanne Perez is here.
Her reset date is
President.
3/23.
What date?
3/23, already worked out with the attorney for arraignment.
Okay, excellent. All right, ma'am, your case is set for 3/23. Ernesto Ordonez?
Judge, we received a call from his brother yesterday that he is in federal custody in Oklahoma. I am not sure if the DA can verify that.
I can send an email to check with my investigator. I'm not sure if we'll get that information back before court's over, but I will do that right now.
All right, I'll make a federal custody in Oklahoma and a question mark. Jolyn Martinez? Roland
Mr. Adams is in the lobby right now and then working with probation to get everything signed, and he's telling me it's a plea today.
Yes, Your Honor. It should be a plea.
Yeah,
Should
he
be-
just turned the paperwork in.
Is she at probation then?
She is not here, Your Honor.
let me,
She may still be in the lobby, sir.
Carlos McDonald? Carlos McDonald? No show. Gary Fox? Gary,
I received a call from Bill Bonson on that one, and they said he's in custody in Bear County. I'm not sure on that either.
all right. Theodore Fontaine?
I have Kyle Ernst was appointed to that on the 1st and is reset to 3/23.
Henry Yon? Henry Yon? Okay, Zachary Wilson? I have an affidavit for him. Is he in custody? I think he was just interviewed yesterday.
Judge, he is in custody. I did that yesterday on him.
Okay, I will make appointments. I want to see who is here. I'll make appointments on all the folks that I have completed affidavits on at the end of the docket call. Jimmy Whitehead.
Present.
And Judge, I e-filed a waiver of arraignment. I don't think it's been accepted, but it's been filed.
Right, I have disposed of all the things that I have that are waiver of arraignment like in my judge's queue. So what date is he supposed to have?
5-4.
5/4, thank you. And
And
Jasmine,
sir, is it, never mind, I'll ask you this later.
Jasmine Walker, is she in custody?
Present, Your Honor.
You're present, okay. Ms. Walker, I have your court-appointed attorney thing approved. I will appoint attorneys at the end of the docket call.
Thank you, sir.
Crystal Stump,
Here, sir. I don't have an attorney.
all right, ma'am, do you have the ability to pay for your own attorney?
No, sir. I needed to get a court-appointed attorney,
Okay,
if possible.
all right, I'm gonna ask, the Public Defender's Office to get with you in a breakout room shortly. And we'll
Okay.
see if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
Jonathan Isaacs,
I'm here.
all right, would you speak up again? I didn't,
Jonathan Isaac Salas.
yes, I'm sorry, okay.
Oh, yes.
Do you have an attorney to
Yes.
represent you in this case?
I'm present for Your Honor. Okay, cool. Okay, he's here.
Oh, okay, Mr. Barrera.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mark, you confirming. Ashley Acevedo? Ashley Acevedo?
I have that she was interviewed and Jason Nitz was just appointed to her on the 1st and she's reset to 3/23.
Excellent. Santos Ibarra?
Same thing on that one. It's Roland Arguelles and reset to 3/23.
Kenneth Escamilla Cruz? Kenneth Cruz? No show. Andrew Sauceda?
Judge, I represent him. He has a new case. He just got indicted. I got part of the discovery, but I still need to get the pictures. I gotta take him a disc so he can copy that.
Okay, and is Mr. Sauceda present?
He's in jail. He's in custody.
Custody, okay. All right, I'll mark you conferring.
Thank you.
Carlos Robles? No show. All right, is Tristan Hetzer in custody?
Yes, sir. I did an interview on him yesterday.
All right, I appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent him already because he has county court cases and district court cases. So he's one of yours. You should have received, somebody at your office should have gotten an email last night. Michael Castillo?
So that one's 323 then, correct?
I haven't done anything. I just appointed them last night.
Okay, well, all first appearances normally go to that date for arraignment.
That's great, but I haven't made any decisions. Michael Castillo?
He is here at the probation department. He said he's been interviewed.
Okay.
Mr. Anders is on his misdemeanors. I saw that in text here.
Just a moment. He's been interviewed by who?
He said somebody called him.
Judge, it probably was one of us, one of our legal assistant might have called him and did an interview with him.
All right.
Judge, I see him under attorneys active. You go there and you see his name, I think, multiple times.
He was indigent for an ag assault, and he's indigent for a DWI in county court, so.
Okay. All right. Well, he's in the system, but it does not, that I can find, have any. Well, here's offenses, determined eligible 228. So who was appointed to represent him? Vice County Court at Law.
I'm appointed on James Anders is appointed on a DWI in county court for him. I'm not advocating, I'm just giving information.
Sure. I'm just looking here. It says he was determined not eligible back in October of last year on the driving while intoxicated with a child. But he's determined eligible last month. So let me reactivate this offense. Save and return. All right, well, I'll put Anders and we'll see if we can figure out if I can come back to that. Richard Frisbee, I saw him as he.
Yes, Judge. We've already been appointed to him. He's an old Lynette Boggs case. He's present. A waiver of arraignment's on file. We've already been reset to May 6th for pretrial.
Okay.
Which date?
Richard Frisbee?
No, for which date?
It was May 6th.
All right. You're released, Mr. Frisbee. Michael Sandoval. I heard it. Michael Sandoval. No show.
Huh? Where you headed? What store?
All right. Give me a moment.
Damn it.
All right, Victor Hernandez, is he in jail, custody?
Yes, Judge, he is.
Okay, I have a financial documents filled out for him. Colby Bedwell, got financial stuff for him too.
Yes, he's in custody.
Tyler Reich, early termination.
Your Honor, counsel's present. I'll confer with Ms. Biggs.
Thank you. Jairo Gaitan,
In custody.
all right, Francis Cantu, I have
He's in custody, Judge.
stuff, okay. And Anthony Martinez,
Kyle Ernst is running a little late today.
all right, and that's to modify bond conditions only. All right, anyone else told to be here today, your case was not called?
Your Honor, Mr. Pritchett is online now from the nursing home. He's under M. Pritt at the top.
Unfortunately, they show differently in different boxes, but I see him right there. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge Wilson, Edward Adams present for Jolyn Martinez. I just got on a moment or two ago. I submitted paperwork to Margaret's office about 10 minutes ago for a plea on her case.
And just to announce to the court, Judge, she did arrive here at the probation department.
I
Okay,
think she's on about page 5.
Bottom of page 4, Your Honor.
And Judge, I'm on Jamie Lee Martinez. I'm going to be withdrawing from that case and have Trala substituted.
it's fine.
Judge, I misspoke earlier. Kyle did send me an email, but it was just during docket call, but he just needed the link today, so he's not running late. He just did
Okay,
not have
and
the-
that's his motion, so I don't know if his client's here or not, but that's fine. All right, so the attorneys who are here, who take appointments are Mr. Wilkerson, Anders, Gear, Baird, and Adams, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna go back in and I think PDO
Yes,
is
sir.
taking about half right now. They've been appointed to one already. And let me. All right, Mr. Pritchett present.
I'm starting to open up the breakout rooms for those who requested them, so please be on the lookout.
Okay, was Austin Renner here or is he in custody?
No, Judge, I believe he had called the court and that was already reset. He's assigned to us.
All right, so he has dates already. That's fine. All right. All right, Zachary Wilson. A felony 1, felony 2, and felony 3. Just a state jail felony away from the hat trick.
Mr. Barrera, I just opened up a breakout room for you and Ms. Biggs.
All right, Mr. Gear, you should be getting an email. I appointed you on Zachary Wilson.
Thank you, Judge.
Jasmine Walker.
Judge, I don't show any new dates for Austin Renner on page 4.
Okay, well, so what's the PDO then?
It's 3/23 for arraignment.
Okay, Jasmine Walker on page 6, I am appointing Public Defender's Office. We'll wait for her to be interviewed. All right, Victor Hernandez on the add-ons is Eddie Adams. Edward Adams.
Okay, Victor Hernandez. Thank you, Judge.
Colby Bedwell is Public Defender's Office. Francis Cantu is Michael Baird. All right, now who was I missing on? Castillo.
Judge, this is David Wilkerson. Kenny asked me to get hold of Miss Poppy and have her send in the next person into the breakout room.
Okay.
Can we please have Colby Bedwell at the jail?
Yes. They're gonna bring them.
Thank you.
And on Michael Castillo's DWI with a child, what is the alleged offense date?
Let me check on that, Judge. It is October 19th of 2020.
October 19th. Thank you.
Jennifer,
Yes, sir.
this is David Wilkerson. I didn't know if I'd let the judge know, but I think I needed to let you know. Kenny asked me to let you please ask the next person to go to the breakout room.
Yes, sir. I did that right away.
Oh, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure you had it. Thank you.
And Miss Poppy, if I could have a breakout room with Mr. Boyer, if he's available.
Yes, ma'am.
Available.
Mr. Andrews, I don't know if you were next on the list or if it's because you have him on the misdemeanor cases, but whenever I went to appoint an attorney, it automatically put your name in. So you are appointed. You should get the notice on Michael Castillo.
He's in the breakout room, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, and I have appointed the Public Defender's Office to represent Graceland Stump.
That would be me, Your Honor.
Mr. Wilkerson, you're still on the list. If we have more appointments, you received at least one last night when I was appointing folks.
Thank you, Your Honor. I heard your message. Appreciate it.
Miss Poppy, this is James Anders. I'm out of my breakout room with Mr. Lamb, and he said to go ahead and send in the next person. And if there isn't a next person, then send in Miss Shamsi. Oh, Mr. Shamsi, sorry. Judge, I've posted the new date. May my client be excused?
Yes, for all the attorneys, if you have a disagreement and you and the state cannot work out what date you're going to, I'll resolve that dispute. If you haven't agreed to, just post it to me and to everyone in chat in the cause number, name, date format. And after you do that, you and your clients are excused. Hopefully the Supreme Court's going to loosen up on our jury restrictions the next week or so, starting later this spring or in the spring. We'll see what happens.
Judge, on Gaitan.
Yes.
Our office had kind of been appointed, but there was no financial information in tech share. I believe that's because we verified that he was on food stamps, which would make him automatically eligible.
Okay, what page is that on? It's, okay, I see. All right, well, he still needs to have his information put into TextShare, because if not, on our tracking information that goes to the state, we get what we have now, which is a big ugly message that says that there's no financial information in there.
Okay, we'll take care of that.
Judge, I'll look at that because I interviewed him. I thought I had put him in there. Let me double check. I'll look at the text here. I'll let you know.
I mean, our numbers are disastrous right now because we had people that I got put in the system that last night that almost 2 years ago, some of them, their process was started. And, you know, it says this person requested an attorney in 2019 and they were appointed March 2nd, 2021. So like I said, the numbers appear to be disastrous right now, and they are, but they haven't been in custody all that time. I don't know where they've been or what's been going on. But
yes, sir.
We're getting that resolved. So
yes, sir. Let me look into this real quick and I'll let you know, sir.
Certainly.
Mr. Anders, while you were in a breakout room earlier, Judge Wilson assigned you to Mr. Michael Castillo.
I understand.
And Jennifer, when you have an opportunity, this is David Wilkes. I need to speak with you just a second.
Can you please post it in chat, sir?
Well, that's my problem. I'm trying to post in chat. I've typed it out. I don't know how to post it.
Just hit return or enter.
Okay, great. Thank you. It makes sense. Thank you very much, Jennifer.
Mr. Baird, the bill is still in room 4, so I'm just going to put you in there and you're going to have to request your client, okay?
Okay, that works. Thank you.
You're showing your age, Miss Poppy. I had someone before, a young person asked me, what's the return key? I said, well, there used to be this thing called carriage return on a typewriter.
Well, I never used a typewriter, so I don't know where that came from.
Okay, well, Mr. Wilkerson ought to use a typewriter.
Yes, I did, Your
What you
Honor.
meant.
Jennifer, I was successful, but unfortunately, somehow sent it to you privately rather than to everyone. On Mr. Voucher.
Okay, I'll look at it shortly, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, so.
I'll post it to everyone for you, Mr. Wilkerson. You just have to select that option to everyone.
I will do that next time. But I'm good for today.
Yes, sir, if that's the only case you have.
That's it. Thank you so much for your assistance. Judge, may I be excused?
Yes, sir. You posted everything. You and your clients are excused automatically.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Lamerson, I put you on Mr. Lamb. Mr. Anders, I want to catch you before you leave. I'm not sure if you're getting ready to sign off. But I'm going to chat with you on Castillo.
Yes, ma'am. I'll stick around.
I see the jail is back. Did you guys work with Mr. Baird on his client?
No, ma'am.
Okay, he was joining the breakout room to speak with Francis Cnty.
Do you know what breakout room?
Breakout room 4, the one you were just in.
Okay.
How's it going?
Mr. Gear, I just let Mark Galvan into the meeting. I believe he's your client.
Yes, he is. Thank you, Jen. Judge Wilson, just let you know, Mark Galvan made an appearance.
Thank you. Are we ready in Jolyn Martinez?
Yes, Judge, we're ready on that.
I emailed you the paperwork, Judge.
I have it. Let's go ahead and start that.
She is over at probation.
Your Honor, may I address the court?
Yes.
On Mark Pritchett, We've asked for a reset to May 4th. I have to get one more document for the government.
All right. And for all the attorneys, I plan to change this and start cracking the whip when we can start having jury trials. But until then, if I'm not resolving a dispute, if you have an agreed reset date with the state, just post it to everyone in chat and you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day, Your Honor.
All right. So do we have Ms. Martinez at probation or somewhere?
She's in the building. I believe she's at probation.
I think she's already sitting there, Judge.
She's here, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the box number that she's under, or box name?
Atascosa County or Atascosa CO CSCD.
Okay. All right, so calling State versus Jolyn Martinez. Are both sides ready?
Yes, sir.
Defense is ready.
All right. Are you Jolyn Martinez?
Yes, sir.
And do you have anyone else in your immediate vicinity in that room?
No, sir.
All right, so please remove your mask.
And Judge, I believe this is Kenny's case and he's in a breakout room. If you can give me just a second to get the paperwork to prepare.
What'd she say?
Something about look inside your purse or some shit.
I barely needed that.
Who was that?
Mr. Galvan. He also has his hand raised.
Well, he has an attorney. But thank you, but his attorney can speak for him.
Okay, Judge, I'm ready.
All right, Ms. Galvan, Ms. Martinez, can you speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, sir.
Are you a United States citizen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, despite your representation that you are a United States citizen, I need to caution you that if that is not true, any plea of guilty by you or finding of guilt by me could result in your deportation or exclusion from this country and/or a denial of naturalization benefits. Do you still wish to enter a plea today?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any history of mental health problems or mental illness?
No, sir.
Counsel, do you believe your client's competent to stand trial?
Yes, Judge.
Right, ma'am, you stand charged by indictment with 2 different counts of possession of a controlled substance. Specifically, it's alleged that on or about October 30th, 2019, in Atascosa County, at count number 1, you intentionally or knowingly possessed a controlled substance, methamphetamine, in an amount of less than 1 gram. That alleges a state jail felony, which is punishable by confinement for not less than 180 days and not more than 2 years, and by a fine not to exceed $10,000. Count number 2 says that you intentionally and knowingly took a controlled substance, methamphetamine, into the Atascosa County Jail, a correctional facility. That alleges a 3rd-degree felony, which is punishable by confinement for not less than 2 and not more than 10 years, and by a fine not to exceed $10,000. So on both of those counts, do you understand what you're charged with and what the range of punishment is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand, man, that whatever plea bargain agreement you've worked out with the state is not binding on me? I do not have to follow it, but if I decide not to follow it, I will allow you to withdraw your plea.
Yes, sir.
You understand also that if I do follow the plea bargain agreement you've worked out with the state and the sentence I impose is not harder on you than what you've agreed to, you will not be able to appeal this matter.
Yes, sir.
All right. And finally, ma'am, if your plea bargain agreement is for deferred adjudication probation, and I should decide to go with it, I would find there's enough evidence to say you were guilty, but I would not do so. Instead, I would defer or put off a finding of guilt and place you on deferred adjudication probation. And if you successfully complete that, the case against you will be dismissed and you'll have no convictions in these cases. However, if, on the other hand, while you're on deferred adjudication probation, the state alleges that you have violated the rules, then you could be arrested, you could be brought back to court, and there would be a hearing on just that question. Did you break the rules? And if the answer turns out to be yes, then you could be found guilty and you could be sentenced to anything that's a legal sentence for either a third-degree felony, 2 to 10 years confinement and a fine up to $10,000, or a state jail felony, 180 days to 2 years confinement and a fine up to $10,000. All right, do you understand all that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want to show you some documents that appear to have your signature titled Admonitions to the Defendant for Plea to the Court. Let's go down and look at paragraph 2.11 and ask, is this your signature?
Yes, sir.
All right, and also where it says verification,
Yes, sir.
and swear or affirm to both me and to the clerk's office that it appears above your signature where it says verification is true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you also sign on the certification of appeal,
Yes, sir.
agreed punishment recommendations,
Yes, sir.
waiver of preservation of evidence,
Yes, sir.
discovery compliance certificate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you read these documents yourself or did Mr. Adams read them to you?
Mr. Adams read them to me.
All right. Did you understand these documents before you signed them?
Yes, sir.
And are you satisfied with the work that Mr. Adams has done for you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, do you believe your client understands the nature of the rights she's giving up, the stipulations of evidence she's making, and the consequences of her plea bargain with the state?
Yes, I do, Judge.
All right. And do you also believe that you've received all the discovery you're entitled to in a timely manner?
Yes, we have.
All right. I will find that the defendant made her waivers of right and stipulations of evidence knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, and I will approve them. And I will also accept the discovery compliance certificate. And I'll ask you, ma'am, to the count number 1, which is state jail possession of a controlled substance. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
No contest.
Right. And do you understand, ma'am, that a plea of no contest might be different than a plea of guilty if you were to get into a civil lawsuit over what you were doing on October 30th, 2019, but that for all purposes inside this criminal case, pleading no contest is the same as pleading guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right. And cause number count number 2, third-degree felony possession of a controlled substance in a correctional facility. How do you plead?
No contest.
Has anyone promised you anything other than your plea bargains with the state to get you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Has anyone harmed or threatened you or anyone close to you to get you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Has anyone promised you an early release from your sentence?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll find that you made your waivers of right and your pleas voluntarily, and you're not under any compulsion in making them, and I'll accept them, and I'll ask what evidence the state has to substantiate the defendant's guilt.
State tender, State's Exhibit 1, it's attachment A.
No objections.
All right. Without objection, State's Exhibit 1, its attachment A is admitted into evidence. To both sides rest and close at this stage.
Say
Defense
rest
rest and close.
Okay, let me look at the report. All right, so how many containers of methamphetamine were found?
I believe it was the one, Your Honor. I can check the labs. Yes, Your Honor, it was the one baggie.
All right, so how can you get 2 charges out of one baggie of methamphetamine?
Because, Your Honor, the one charge for the possession would be the possession itself. The other one is the, if court, give me one moment, for the actual taking of the substance into the facility. It is not just the possession, but the actual taking of the substance into the facility.
Okay, but doesn't the possession of the substance have to be incorporated within the taking it into the facility?
Yes, Your Honor, I guess there would be possession there, but that does not, I guess the activity of which she's taking the actual narcotics into the facility is one charge, but the having the possession of it would suffice for a secondary charge.
Okay. Is there any case law that says the state can make both charges?
I mean, I can double check, Your Honor.
And Judge, I think the consideration would be the Blockberger test, which is what the court uses to determine whether or not double jeopardy apply. And that test is you take the charges and put them next to each other. If there's additional elements that one charge has that the other doesn't have, then it passes the Blockberger test and double jeopardy doesn't apply. So in this case, they both had the elements of possession and the controlled substance, but the taking you into a jail has the additional element, which is taking it to the jail. And so double jeopardy wouldn't apply to that. And you get, the state is free to go forward with both charges. It's the case is Blockberger. I don't know that it's this case, but I forget the charges in that, but that's the test the court set out to determine whether or not double jeopardy applies. All right, so under that reasoning, the legislature could make it another felony to possess a controlled substance in the back of the cop car while you're being transported to the correctional facility, and another felony to make it possession of a controlled substance in the Sally Port. And then, so you've got 4 felonies on the same controlled substance? I think in theory they could, yes, Your Honor, but that's not the case. It's the added offense of taking it into the jail is what's concerned of the state that created that law. It's because there's substantial more danger that is created by somebody doing that than just possessing it. If you bring it to the jail, you're potentially making it available to other inmates. You're taking the correction officers
Yeah,
away.
I'm not doubting any of that. I'm just asking.
Right.
You get
And so
them-
I think that's why the courts have developed that test, is because sometimes there are additional considerations along the base level offense. And so that's why that test was created. And that's how it applies here.
You still looking, Mr. Lamb?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Stump, Miss Graceland Stump, can you please join breakout room 6 with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anybody available for Sophia? I think it's Thornton.
All right, I found a case, Aylesworth v. State, where the state did something similar. I don't see that the defendant appealed it there, but the state convicted at a jury trial a defendant for both felon in possession of a firearm and possession of an unlawful short-barreled firearm based on the same firearm. I did not see where the defendant argued double jeopardy there, but so. Anything else from either side right now?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
I'm
All
still.
right, I'll find there is enough evidence to substantiate the defendant's guilt on both counts. Are both sides ready for sentencing?
State's ready.
Defense ready.
Okay. All right. Is there a pre-sentence investigation or a waiver of one?
We'll waive it, Judge.
Okay. What is the plea bargain in this case?
The plea bargain in this case, Your Honor, is for 4 years deferred adjudication, fine of $1,500. On count one, court costs will be $315, 200 hours of community service, drug court fee of $60, drug offender education program, standard drug offender conditions, drug test fee of $50, education, drug, and alcohol evaluation, father's recommendations, the monthly probation fee of $60, and restitution of $180 to the Texas Department of Public Safety. On count two, it will be 4 years deferred adjudication.
All right, ma'am, you heard what was read in the record by the state's attorney. Is that your plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir.
Did the state's attorney add anything or leave anything out?
No, sir.
And do you have any dependents?
No, sir. I'm just 8 months pregnant right now.
Okay, what sort of work do you do when you are employed?
When I am employed, I work at a ranch. I go and I do all like landscaping. I do oil field. I do all kinds of things.
Okay, what sort of work have you done in the oil field?
I've done rig wash, tank wash, and that's about it.
Okay. All right, anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
All right, I will find that I have enough evidence to make a reasonable decision in this case with a pre-sentence investigation, and I will follow the plea bargain agreement. I found enough evidence that the defendant is guilty, but I will not do so. Instead, I'll place you on deferred adjudication probation for 4 years on both cases with all the rest of the terms and conditions of your plea bargain agreement with the state. Please keep in mind, ma'am, what I told you about deferred adjudication, that if you do everything you're supposed to be doing, the case against you will be dismissed. But if the state alleges that you're breaking the rules, then you could be arrested and be brought back to court, and there would be a hearing just on that question. Were you breaking the rules? And if the answer to that turns out to be yes, then you could be found guilty at that time and sentenced to anything that is a legal sentence for the offenses that you're charged with. 180 days to 2 years confinement on the state jail felony, and 2 to 10 years confinement on the third-degree felony with a fine of up to $10,000 on both. The other thing I want to tell you is that if the only thing that you're not doing is that you're not making 100% of your payments on time, we will not have you brought back and adjudicated guilty right away just for that. We would give you an opportunity to make larger payments towards the end of the 4 years that you're on probation. And if absolutely necessary, give you an opportunity to, you could be extended on probation. So make sure that you're following all the rules, make sure that you stay in touch with your probation officer, and if a month rolls around that you're unable to make your payments, do not fail to go and report to your probation officer just because you don't want to tell your probation officer you don't have the money. Okay, so you understand that because I have followed the plea bargain agreement that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll find that you made your post-trial waivers knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily, and I will approve them. And I will certify to the Court of Appeals that you have waived the right to appeal and you may not appeal. I wish you good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Barba, I think you were wanting to speak with someone earlier. I've asked you that question in chat. Who did you need to speak with, sir?
Judge Wilson?
Yes, sir.
On that guy, Don, I went back to TechShare, looked into it, does not let me go into the financial area because Judge Brindell appointed us back on 2/8/21 on that charge. But I did look at my paper affidavit and he did have food stamps that he was getting. He was not working at the time.
Okay, what I think has to happen, and the more I know about this program, the less I like it, is that you would have to deactivate that offense and then recreate it and then create a new financial questionnaire and tell it to import the latest financial information, which I guess would be the ones with Judge Brindell.
Okay. I'll try to do that. I don't know if I have access to that. I'll go back in there and do that. I was thinking about that when I was going through it. If I deactivated, but I needed to get with you first before I did that.
And it's not just deactivate because I've never managed to do any good when I've reactivated them. I have to go in and recreate it, which is why I sent the email that caused some consternation saying that perhaps it's not kept up to date, but it shows 79 Atascosa cases for Mr. Keendaws. And I'm saying, I'm not going to go in and deactivate 79 offenses and then recreate all 79 and then recreate the financial questionnaire 79 times.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to, maybe we can just change his status as public defender's office.
I don't know. Like I said, when I looked
but we got to wait till he gets paid for everything first, or else he won't be able to submit vouchers. Okay.
We want to make sure about that, Judge.
Yeah.
It's a freebie, sir.
don't want him to have to hitchhike to work. Okay. So what are we ready to go on next? And I've just posted Benavides, the waivers and both judgments.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, I have a quick announcement.
Yes.
It's Anthony Martinez. I just emailed you and Miss Poppy. It's an agreed altering of his bond conditions, and I also emailed you the order. It was a late add-on to the docket. Anthony Martinez, case 21-02-0085-CRA. And I emailed it.
Hold on.
So
okay, what's the cause number?
it's 21-02
right
-0085-CRA. It was a late add-on for modification of bond conditions and the change.
No. Yeah, no, it's on.
Okay. And so I emailed you the conditions of bond for your signature. I sent it to you, Miss Poppy, and Mr. Thornton. My client already signed it.
All right. And is the state signed off on that?
Brad's chiming in right now.
Judge, I did not sign off on it. We're certainly in agreement. In fact, I prepared the order for Mr. Ernst.
Okay.
And I spoke to the victim yesterday, and she is in agreement with that as well.
Okay. And what are we changing?
And Your Honor, the only thing that's being changed is my client's son is had a heart transplant and it's being rejected right now. And his son is at the hospital. And then the complaining witness in the case where there was a no contact order, she's
Okay.
at the hospital with the son. So it's just allowing him to be able to see his son at the hospital. But that's the only change. The no contact order is still in place other than when they're at the hospital.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I will sign that right now and post that to Ms. Benavides in chat.
Okay, thank you very much. May I be excused?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Right. And I need to meet with the clerk's office here. Hold on.
Miss Poppy, Mr. Lamb is free to have Mr. Lamerson. Oh, there he is.
Oh, sorry, I just put Mr. Baird in there, but I think Mr. Lamb just came out.
That's fine. I'll join back in.
Then I'll put Mr. Lamerson back after that.
If it's okay with you, Miss Poppy, I'm going to jump to another Zoom meeting, but I will come back so that you and I can talk.
Okay, have we reset all of your stuff, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Or we still need to? Okay. Then we'll be good.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, let me call you right back. Bye-bye. Hello?
Yes, sir. I was asking you via chat who you needed to speak with.
Thornton? It's on,
Thank you, sir. Stride, are you available?
I'm available.
Mr. Thornton, are you available?
I am, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So do we have anything ready to move forward on? Yes, no?
I have a waiver of arraignment that's been stuck in e-file and has not been approved yet.
Okay. Unless it's just been sent there.
It was yesterday, Judge.
Let me go and see. Is that Natiscosa or Wilson?
Natiscosa.
Judge, if it was yesterday afternoon, we may not have sent it quite yet. I mean, we're doing the 5 counties.
I understand. All right, the only criminal thing I have that I need to work on is affidavit of surety to surrender, and I wanted to see if that person was on the docket today. Okay, do you have a copy of your waiver?
Yes, I do.
Just post that to me in chat, please.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, that waiver is in the queue.
Okay, what's the person's name?
Whitehead.
Yeah, no, I have no Whitehead waiver in my queue for Atascosa County. I just hit refresh. It may have been sent to the coordinator's office, but it's not in my queue.
I just put one in chat.
And Ms. Poppy, can I get a breakout room with Adam Flores?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Ms. Poppy.
Hello.
Could I get a room with Brad or Kenny?
Mr. Boyer, was that you?
Yes.
Kenny's in a break, oh, Kenny just finished up. Okay. Do you want to put you and Mr. Lamberson both in with Mr. Lamb? Because y'all are both on the list now.
I don't mind.
Yeah, we have something else we need to just check in with.
Mr. Lamberson, you can get back into 2. I think at the hover at the bottom of your screen, it should pop up, breakout rooms. By you, Mr. Boyer.
Oh, I see it.
Sir, and amongst all this, I did also now, I'm in an e-file. I see the waiver. Do you want me just to send it back to the clerk since you're doing it in chat?
Sure. All right, is Mr. Anders still here?
He had to step away and was planning to be right back.
Okay, because I don't have a waiver of arraignment on Mr. Castillo. We can't set it to a jury trial setting down the road without a,
He reset that, sir. I corrected him. Since today, he just got appointed. That's the one, right?
right.
Yes, he should have posted 323. I don't know if he posted it to everyone or not.
All right, well, I'm just going down the list in chat one at a time, so. Okay, so we're on the same page then.
On Michael Castillo, he did,
Yes.
yes.
Yes, I found it.
Mr. Shaughnessy, were you needing to be put in with anyone or?
Yeah, I wanted to let you know that I got 4 waivers of arraignment on Escamilla morning. Got them signed up at the jail, but I have to get back to my office so I can e-file them. But there were 4 of them on there. I got them to sign all 4. And when I get to my office, I will e-file them. See Robert Escamilla on there, he's got like 4 cases.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I would
Judge, I'm sorry.
I would like to talk to somebody about Armando Esquivel. I got a feeling it's probably Mr. Thornton.
Okay, I'll put you down on that.
All righty. I had an incident in the jail. I was I was talking to my inmate and they had those stainless steel stools. And I slid right off of it and hit the floor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then I had a hard time getting up because the soles of my boots were so slick that I kept sliding all over the floor of the jail.
Oh, no.
That might be a sign.
Judge Wilson, on Escamilla, he has those waivers, he said sign and is gonna e-file them. Is it okay to go ahead and use that date on the waiver, or do we need a monitor date? What do you prefer? You are muted. Mr. Thornton, I'm gonna put Mr. Shaughnessy in with you, okay?
Ms. Poppy, this is Horta.
One second, sir.
Breakout
Yes,
room.
sir.
Got it.
Yes, Mr. Horta, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
I've conferred with Mr. Thornton, and he has a new case that I still need to do part of the discovery. And we agreed on a reset, if we can have like three-week reset or something like that.
The dates are posted in chat, sir, and you're supposed to post in the clause number, defendant's name, and then the date you reset. You're supposed to post that to everyone.
Okay, but I don't see the dates.
Did you join late by chance? I can repost them to everybody.
10:30.
Let me repost them to everyone.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
You're welcome, sir.
Okay, Mr. Boyer. You need to email that to me or redo it because it says the file is corrupted. And once they start getting corrupted and going through the Zoom process, they stay that way.
I think I tried to, there were two that I sent. The first one didn't go through. Was there one after that in chat?
Nope.
Okay. My e-filing was just rejected, saying that you had signed the one in chat.
No, that's not what we said. We said we rejected it because you were gonna post it in chat. So there wouldn't be a duplicate.
I'm sorry.
All right, so somebody will just send that to me or try and repost a different copy.
Mr. Adam Flores, I think you and I were chatting at the same time. So that April 5th date is good, but please post that to everyone.
All right, and Mr. Boyer, how did you get this from a piece of paper to a digital image?
Adobe Scan. And then I went in with Adobe to make, try to fix it all up to make it readable or to make it searchable.
Okay, and do you have any idea why when I just can look at it, I can tell that it's not an 8.5 by 11 or anything close to it. It only takes up about 2/3 of the page when I try to print it. Any idea why that happened?
I don't know why it does that, Judge.
Judge, typically it's because it's not scanned in the correct format.
I can see what you're saying, Judge. I'm just noticing that.
Okay, I'm going to print it to a PDF and hit fit to page so it will expand it, but I want to have to keep doing that every time I get something from you.
I understand, Judge.
All right, Ms. Benavides, I just set that to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Have we heard from Mr. Shaughnessy?
He's in with Brad, or he just was.
Oh, so he's here, excellent. All right, recalling Modesto Alvarez. Did I say? Has Mr. Orta appeared?
Yes, he was under a different person's name initially.
Oh, Mr. Yeah, Barboa, okay. Jaime or Jamie Lee Martinez.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And your name is?
Jamie Lee Martinez.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I'm sorry, actually, Jennifer, can I have a breakout room with Miss Martinez? So I'll let her know what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Ms. Martinez, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with your attorney so you can speak privately. I'm not sure what kind of device you're on, but you should be able to get a pop-up soon to do it.
Okay.
Carlos McDonald. Nice eye. And do we know if Gary Lee Fox is in Bear County or?
No, Your Honor, I haven't been able.
That's
to-
okay. I know you're in court, then that's, I'm just asking. Henry Yon. Nice eye. Kenneth Escamilla Cruz. It's at bottom of page 6.
Is that a nice eye, sir?
Yes, I just wondered if he has appeared.
Judge, there is a Galaxy S9 Plus on, a gentleman in a white shirt. Do we know who that is?
Mr. Whitehead?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Your Honor, may I be excused? I've got to resit with Ms. Poppy.
Yes, attorneys, all are excused as soon as you have posted your new dates.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You needed to post that to everyone, sir. That's the only thing.
All right, thank you.
I see it. Thank you.
Carlos Robles. Nice eye. And Michael Sandoval.
I was trying to check that one in the jail log because in TechShare he has quite a few charges. I was just going to double check it.
I don't see it in there, Jennifer.
Thank you, ma'am.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Gary Lee Fox on page 5 is in Bear County custody.
All right, thank you.
Are we looking for a reset date on him so that we can issue a bench warrant, or what is?
Sure.
Jennifer,
You can
what,
use 323 date.
323? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You give me one moment. Okay.
Was Mr. Whitehead excused, or did we finish everything up on that waiver of arraignment?
No, he's excused.
Thank you, sir. Your reset date is 5/4.
5/4?
Yes.
At
Yes,
what
sir.
time? What time?
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
be in touch.
Thank you.
And Judge, may I approach?
Yes, sir.
Okay, on Miss Martinez, I'm working on a whole bunch of withdrawals and orders. I had a little problem with the clerking out of Scotia County. Anyway, long story short, I just need, on Miss Martinez, I just need just a short reset so I can get everything in today. Well, hers will be filed today. And then as soon as the order is signed, then Trawler can be appointed.
Okay, just get that date from Ms. Poppy and post it in chat.
And Sean, do we need your vouchers in before withdrawal?
No, not this one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mr. Keendos, you weren't here. What I had said was I was going to see if it was possible to change your status from court-appointed private attorney to public defender. And then we don't have to change everything. I don't know if that's going to work, but I didn't want to do that until you submitted all your vouchers. So if you make sure that, just let me know when you've submitted all your vouchers, I will see if I can do that.
Okay, yeah, I hope to do all of that today. And my computer finally came in, so.
All right, just no hurry.
Okay.
I'll
post that. Okay, Miss Poppy, you're gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna ask for the dates again. Just been really.
No, it's perfectly fine. I'll post them to everyone one more time, okay?
Hey, thank you.
Is that Mr. Shaughnessy?
Indeed.
Do
I look that different?
You're a little close to the screen, Mr. Shaughnessy.
Well, I'm over at the courthouse.
Oh. Ms. Poppy, can I have a breakout room with Mr. Shaughnessy?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I'm honored.
Mr. King Dawes, just so you know, your client, Jamie Lee Martinez, is still in the breakout room.
Oh, okay. I'll go back in there and let her know the new data I have for her.
Okay, so if you just hover at the bottom of your screen, you should get the breakout rooms and go back to 10, please.
Right. All right, thank you.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
I was looking at the my court appointment for Zachary Quaid Wilson,
Yes.
and it's got 3 unindicted charges on there for me to be appointed. It doesn't have the indicted case on there. Is that going to be an issue?
Well, we're having some adventures because everybody's new to the system getting in. It should not. You may, if you want to submit something to clarify that, I'll be glad to sign it.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, Judge, if it please the court, I'll reset in the chat to the 3/23 court date so I can get a waiver of arraignment. Go visit him in jail and get the waiver of arraignment and get that situated.
That's great.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, this is John Lamerson. I've conferred with the state for my clients. All my resets are in the chat. If you don't need me any further, may I be excused?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge.
Judge, I wanted to mention one thing that I believe all the attorneys are used to. In TechShare, when a case was indicted, the cause numbers were always put in there. And so I think a quick routine look at something, they may believe the charges aren't indicted. And I'm not saying in Mr. Gear's case, but I'm just saying they're trained to look for the cause number and then they know it's indicted and move forward. So just wanted to bring that up because we're not putting cause numbers in TechShare right now.
Good to know.
Okay.
And it's a different criminal charge, Jen.
Okay, and I was saying probably not in your instance since you looked at it so quickly.
Yeah, no, I just,
But
yeah, so he might have the golden.
Yeah,
sombrero.
we need to make sure the correct information is in there, if the correct court information is in there. I'd had an issue a time or two where I couldn't change the attorney. It was supposed to be appointed, and I found out the reason being is that there was no court information or the wrong court information. And I have to be able, you have to have the correct court information in there, or else it doesn't recognize the judge. It doesn't recognize me as the judge and doesn't give me the permission to change the court-appointed attorney.
Judge, if I may?
Yes.
I deactivated Mr. Gaitan and re-entered his charge again, showing the hardship where he's has food stamps and is unemployed. It's in the inquiry for determination for you.
Okay. Oh, I'm in Wilson County. Let me. Back to Atascosa. And that was Gaitan?
Yes, sir. Gerardo Gaitan.
Right. And that's supposed to be TRLA.
Yes, sir.
As y'all, as the recommended attorney, so I don't even have to change it. Save.
Let me put a date on that.
It's quite a. All right, y'all should be getting an email with the appointment, a copy of the appointment. Order appointing. And is that do you know, is that the best address he has, or you weren't messing with his address?
Judge, he was very hard to interview. He's part of MHMR, and he
Okay.
did tell me he was not, he had not gone to any appointments. I think where they arrested him, it's a trailer park, he said, where he was at, and that's where he lives, but he couldn't tell me what lot number or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, so, all right, so you understand that there's maybe some issues there.
Yes, sir. He flat out told me that he was part of MHMR, and then he wanted to go back and see them. But at that time, he was locked up when I was talking to him. So I did tell the jail that they may want to get somebody to look at him.
Sounds good.
Judge Wilson, on Bedwell, who's on the additions, the second one, I did send you an email on that concerning a double appointment.
Yes, he has, it should not have gone to Mr. Wilkerson, and I double did that last night, so that's why it has the public defender's office. And yes, it needs to stay with them. I thought I replied to that. I may not have.
Do I need to let him know? Correct? Mr. Wilkerson?
Sure, yes, thank you. I'm sorry, I was just emotional. Yes, ma'am, please.
Judge, whenever you have a moment, if I could grab, I guess Kenny's gone, any prosecutor, probably Brad, and have a quick in chambers meeting. It's not about any specific case.
Okay, well, let me know when there's a prosecutor available.
I'm
Okay,
here, Your
Judge.
Honor. I'm available.
Okay. Ms. Poppy, if you could give us a breakout room.
Do I need to put Mr. Thornton in as well? He's not in the breakout room right now.
Oh, okay. It's probably
I don't know.
Mr. Thornton. Well, it's, sure. There he is.
I'm here,
Oh.
sorry.
I can put y'all all in.
Okay.
Or Kenny's probably the best.
I just came back and I heard my name. What happened?
Need you in breakout room 14.
Okay.
Just a second.
Okay, Judge, I posted that date on Ms. Martinez, and that's it for now. May I be excused?
1 second, he's not in with us.
Okay.
I did receive that though, Mr. King Dog.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm free. All right, thank you, Ms. Poppy.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bonnie Whaler. Jaws.
Yes, I
All
already
right,
filed.
Whaler.
I already filed a waiver.
Oh, rest in
Yeah.
Benny Whaler.
Yes, I'm sorry. Right. Yep. I'm sorry. Oh, I have so many things going on. Yep.
Yeah.
73. And the thing is, his wife disappeared. That's some mystery in Jamaica. His wife like completely disappeared. Nobody knows where she is. Or, you know.
Can't blame it on Bob Marley.
I know, right? All right, we'll talk.
Okay. Jennifer,
Yes, sir.
could I get a breakout into the jail with Armando Esquivel?
Yes, the jail, can y'all get Mr. Esquivel?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I see Mr. Gear. Did he need anything? Actually, Jennifer, could I have a breakout room with Mr. Gear?
Yes, uh-huh.
What now, Kenny? Judge, can I approach briefly before I go?
I was muted. Mr. Gear, go ahead.
Yes, Judge, just a question that has nothing to do with anything except on tech shared defense, when I put in my vouchers, I've got several of them that have been approved, but they have not been, they say approved by the judge, but they have not been sent to payment. And they're quite old. Some of them are from like January.
Okay.
So I didn't know if I needed to do something else, or I know Molly went somewhere else, so I didn't know if that had anything to do with it.
I would expect that has everything to do with it. I have no idea, sir. Do I have your email address?
Yes, sir. Gearlaw@yahoo.com.
Right. Give me just a moment.
I have the same issue, Judge Shaughnessy here.
And I want all the Shaughnessy's vouchers too.
There's only one on mine. Is that Star Wars memorabilia?
Yes, sir.
Honestly, what's your email address? What does it start out with?
It's Shaughnessy 727 at gmail.com. What happened on mine was I put in the voucher and you sent it back thinking that it was a plea when in fact it was an MTR. So you sent it back telling me to file for more money than it really was warranted.
SHAUGHNESSY
That's me
727.
at Gmail.
Can't believe this is not on in here, but
How's your finger?
oh, it's a little stiff, but it's all right. Right, give me just a moment here. Okay, I have just sent both of y'all copies of the user guide. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, but that's the best bet I would have right now. If y'all want to look at that and look at the vouchers and find out what is supposed to happen with vouchers, if you could give me some guidance, that'd be great. I've been working my way through some of the other stuff in the last week or so, and I've made some progress, but I've never done anything with vouchers except approve them.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I'll take a peek at it.
Thank you.
Same here, Your Honor.
May I be excused, Judge?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Judge, I had a fella here today, Escamilla, for 4 arraignment waivers. And I went to the jail, got him to sign them, but I have to go back to my office to e-file them. But should the date of May 4th remain the same?
Okay, and what's his name? Kenneth S. Cruz Escamilla?
No, it is Robert Escamilla. He's got like 4
Robert Escamilla, yes. What date you have?
They, Ms. Poppy put May 4th on the waiver of arraignment.
Okay, and
He's in jail.
all right, and this is a 2017 case that is just now coming up for arraignment?
Yeah.
Okay.
And some of them are newer than that. And I also was informed by Mr. Lamb today that Mr. Escamilla was indicted by the last term of your grand jury, but apparently has not been served in the jail yet.
Okay, well, we'll set all of those. That's 5-4.
That's what was on the waiver form, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Does that need to go on the chat if it's on the waiver form?
If you would, and if you can do it, if you're not on the phone or something, yeah, just to make sure we have a record of it.
Okay. And I think I might have a plea worked out if I could talk to Mr. Thornton. I don't see Jennifer around.
I'm here, sir.
Oh, could you put me with Mr. Thornton? I think I might have a plea worked out on Mr. Armando Esquivel. And we'll need a date to do it next week, hopefully.
Okay, ring 17.
17, here we come.
Judge, do you still need our investigators?
Not that I'm aware of. I think we're caught up on everything.
You need anything, Judge, just have Jennifer email me. I'll come back.
All right, thank you.
Be safe, sir.
You too.
Judge, I had 2 questions on page 4.
All right, give me just a moment to paste something before I forget what I'm doing.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, Jennifer, I was going to actually ask, because I know I was in the breakout room for a lot of the repost for the docket. If you and the judge wouldn't mind, just for our docket's sake, to go through everybody just to make sure of stuff.
When we get finished, I think we've got a couple left.
Yes.
All
Kenny,
right.
did y'all find that Ordunez to be in Oklahoma?
In the federal custody situation, I emailed my investigator, but I did not get a response back, and I've been trying to check for that, but I don't know which facility he might be in or anything like that, if he is. What page was he on? Oh,
Page 4.
Page 4. On that, Jennifer,
Maybe just wait till Judge is ready to go over. the
yeah,
thing.
I was gonna say, I was thinking about that.
Okay, are we ready?
You cut out, Judge.
Are we ready to go over dockets?
Yes, Judge, I am.
All right, page 1. Kenneth Escamilla Cruz, 5-4. Alvarez. I don't have
Nice.
any. Nice. Andrew Salceda,
I don't have a date, Your Honor.
2/23.
2/23.
3/23?
I'm sorry, 3/23.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
Pritchett and Carver, 5-4. Escamilla, 5-4. Cantu, 4-5.
Yes, sir.
Esquivel, I don't have anything.
I believe Mr. Shaughnessy just announced on him. Oh, they just got out of the breakout room, I think.
Okay.
Mr. Shaughnessy, did you have a plea date for your Esquivel?
March 8th, if it's cool with you.
Yes, sir.
I got your email. That's fine. Is it something else?
You want that as a chat?
You can post that to chat, sir. That'd be great.
Okay, Escamilla and Moore, 5-4. Sullivan, I have nothing.
5-4, Your Honor.
Jamie Lee Martinez,
5-4.
same thing for Galvan. Garcia, 324.
3/23, Your Honor.
323, yes. Rodriguez, 5-4. Voucher, 4-5.
Yes, sir.
For a plea. Christopher Rodriguez, does Stephen Barrera's outfit represent him? Are we sure?
I am unsure. I'm looking. Looking through chat, I don't think they posted anything there.
And I'll see if they sent us a letter of representation.
Okay, Renner,
I have nothing, Judge. I actually.
3/23.
Okay. Who represents him?
public defense.
TRLA.
Oh, TRLA.
And Rose Perez, 323. Ordonez is a nice side, but we're going to check on whether he's in federal custody in Oklahoma.
Your Honor, I'd ask that I sent an email to my investigator and he's going to be checking on that. Can we reset him for the 3/8 date as to kind of monitor and make sure that he is in federal custody? And if that's the case, we can figure it out on that date.
Yeah, I'm going to put nice in 3/8, so we'll call it while he's not here, but with the understanding that if he's in federal custody, I won't sign anything until we know for sure.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Martinez, final judgment.
Yes, sir.
McDonald, Nisai. Fox, bench warrant for 323 from Bear.
Yes, sir.
Fontaine, Kyle Ernst, 323. Jan, Nisai. Wilson, I don't have anything.
I know.
It's 323, Judge.
And who represents him?
Robert
Mr.
Gear.
Gear.
Okay.
Whitehead, Public Defender's Office, 5-4.
Okay.
Walker and Stump, 323. And is Salas 321 or 323?
23.
All right, so everybody except Cruz, 323, and Cruz is a nice side.
Sure.
Andrew Sauceda, I don't have anything.
323.
Robles, nice side. Hetzer, don't have anything.
323. TRLA.
Right, and he's got county court cases too. 323 for Castillo, James Anders, Frisbee, TRLA, and that's 5-4.
Yes, sir.
5-4 or 5-6?
It should be 5-4.
Okay. I may have written it wrong.
I had 5-6 as well.
Oh,
Okay.
let's check.
I'll follow up with them because the date's 5-4. They must have just.
Okay.
They posted it wrong, perhaps. Sandoval, Nisai.
Yes, sir.
On the ads, Hernandez, 323. Bedwell, 38. Reich, 323. Gaitan. I don't know what I have.
329.
329. Cantu, 323. Mr. Baird. Anthony Martinez.
That was an agreed modification, and then the next date in our system is 3/15 for arraignment.
Okay.
So he had a court date already.
Okay.
There were the bond conditions that changed, Judge.
Right. Okay. Is that it?
There was a Christopher Rodriguez that was on page 4, Your Honor. I don't show any letter of representation or anything in our file.
Okay.
I didn't see anything either. Chris, do you know of anything? I didn't see it in our system.
All right.
Let me check.
What's the first day we have next week?
3/8, Your Honor.
So let's put 3/8 check counsel.
Okay.
Okay, is that it?
I believe so, Judge.
Well, I think Miss Poppy wanted to speak with me about something.
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
I thought you wanted to speak with me. When you said that earlier.
Actually, on Castillo, is it going to be 5-4 or 323?
323, sir.
323? Okay. That's what I had. And then the only other thing is the, I guess we're waiting for the MUF agreed order to be checked by the clerks, correct? It's not.
Yeah,
on
I think you
today's
just e-filed something.
I did. I e-filed an agreed order this morning, so I guess we're just waiting on that so that for them to get done. And then they send it automatically to the judge, or do I send it to?
If it's e-filed, sir, it routes. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we get it, and you won't receive anything until after the judge signs. So it would go through the coordinators, then to the judge, and then back to them and to us.
Okay, sounds good. Well, Miss Poppy, if you don't need me, then I guess I'm out.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks.
I think, wait, am I? I think the judge left. Did he?
I don't know. Very possible.
All right, then. On that note,